Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show, right here live, broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have another dope show for you today, live in the studio, the Gorilla Cross studio. Make sure if you're watching the live stream, share the live stream. If you're watching on Facebook, I've been telling you we're not going to be streaming on Facebook come April, so make sure you subscribe to the Gorilla Cross Sports YouTube channel on YouTube. But we have a full slate of sports to talk about today. We got a lot in the NBA, some drama, a lot of stuff heating up in the playoff race. We got March Madness happening. We got some women's basketball too. We love the women. And we got some UFC. We got some Major League Baseball opening day. We'll talk about all that right now, right here. But I got my co-host with me in the building, my man Dre Bailey. What's good, bro?
What it do? Appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming through and being in the studio with us a lot. Check him out every Saturday, 2 p.m. West Coast time on Let the Ball Bounce on Gorilla Cross Sports on YouTube and at Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk on YouTube. He's going to be streaming there as well. So we'll be going in, trying to get this content for you and out there everywhere. But got my co-host. He was here on Monday with me, his first time, and he decided he wanted to keep coming back. My man Verdell, Christopher Lane.
They're going to keep giving me a different V name. Huh?
Get a different name every time.
Every time.
How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. I can't complain at all.
So you liked it so much you had to come back?
I had to come back. I told you, anytime you need me, I'm here.
That's what's up.
You got an open seat, I feel it.
You just
Do I sound just like Mike?
No,
Yeah, and I'm from Gary. You made me feel.
You may look like
my
it.
bad. Shimon.
But,
I mean, the nose a little. I gotta trim that down a couple times. But I have my boy. Man, we were talking about it earlier. You know, before we started the show, he helped start this sports show. We had a show called Poor Sports Show. We were doing it out of the garage. I think we only had 2 chairs, so we had to bring a recliner when Josh started joining us and getting the recliner. But I got my man Frank Pina, a.k.a. Vegas Frank, when he's doing the sports show, which is once a year. But how you doing, Frank?
I'm good. I was just saying that Dre and I were on when the NBA season started off, and now the season is winding down.
Yeah.
So it's good to be
Perfect
back
timing.
with
Good
you guys
timing.
and hang out.
Good timing.
For sure.
He's
Perfect
the host of a comic book and movie podcast, Into the West Comics. So check them out every Thursday. They'll be on right after us at 6 p.m. West Coast time. Go to their channel at Into the West Comics on YouTube. There's a lot we're telling you to subscribe to on YouTube. Just do it for us. All right.
Yeah, just subscribe to all that stuff.
But how's everyone feeling today, man?
Feel good, man. Weather's good. It's a little windy out, though.
Yeah.
It's a little windy.
Yeah, the wind could go.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I enjoy this right now because we know it's coming.
Yeah.
We know that heat is coming.
Yeah, it is coming.
We're on the verge.
Pause.
And I'm not ready
No
because
Diddy.
even in the summer I wear long sleeve T-shirts because I don't like my my.
I wasn't gonna do it. That's what I was gonna
He
do.
did it.
He did it for me. I wasn't.
You
gonna
want
do
to talk
it.
about Diddy today?
We can do that.
We won't.
We can do that.
Oh, boy.
I mean, it is sports related because you got that Syracuse white boy.
He was a drug mule.
Yeah, he's his drug mule.
Did you see the list of the drugs they had on there?
I didn't see it. What's the list?
Well, you know,
Tell me
had,
about it. 'cause
They had
you-
the snow.
I think you know more about it. Than
Yeah,
me.
they had the snow.
Just because you worked in clubs, not
yeah,
that you
yeah.
do.
They had the snow and
Informer.
some stuff called ketamine and a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that's untangling.
Get into that, Mike.
It's a lot of
I mean,
stuff
you can
that's
pull it towards you,
untangling.
don't
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
a lot of stuff that's untangling
Yeah.
into this.
a lot of good stuff on there. I wouldn't know though. I've watched a really good Rick James documentary, and I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick James said he spent $15,000 a week snowing with his friends.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yikes.
They party.
And now
man.
this P. Diddy now, you got to be a little careful with P. Diddy.
Apparently.
He had
Yeah.
everything you needed.
Yeah.
It was a one-stop shop.
Yeah, he got the P and the Diddy.
And the Diddy.
Yikes.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll
also,
pass.
Not to change the subject because I know we're about to go to sports, but Stevie J challenged 50 to a fight.
Stevie J need to sit his swole neck self
Yeah, I don't
down.
know what he's doing.
He challenged himself because he made the joke. That's how they got to Lil Rob through a Stevie J.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't challenge anybody who's been shot more than 10 times and lived. I just wouldn't challenge.
Why are we in the world right now where everyone's challenging someone to a fight? Like we saw a
Celebrity boxing.
YouTuber challenge Sean Strickland in a sparring session, and Sean just was pulling every punch too,
Right.
and destroyed this guy. And everyone's, if he was UFC, you should have knocked him out quick. He pulled every single punch. Like he didn't even.
Well, it's celebrity boxing, so they trying to get that check. That's what they're going to
We're in the Jake Paul era.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
we
are.
are.
We are.
And we're gonna watch it, right? We're gonna watch Mike Tyson and
Sure.
Jake Paul. We'll probably have a party here and
Probably.
watch it.
Yeah,
I mean,
most
it's-
likely.
It is what it is.
Maybe as podcasters, maybe I should challenge another podcaster to a fight.
So who would you challenge?
Fight Jake Paul.
Shannon Sharp
For the right price, I
for the
would.
right price.
Why
Because
not?
he got paid off that Cat Williams podcast, so you definitely could, you'd make some money off
Yeah.
that. Listen, man, if you guys are watching live, please comment where you're watching from in the video stream, and please share the live video stream as well. We definitely appreciate it. Like the video. All these things help with the algorithm. There's little things you could do. You're on the phone all the time with your fingers, your thumbs. You're doing other things with your fingers too. But just click the little like button. Click the share. How do you eat a banana? We talked about this in
Me?
Lunchable Bounce. How would you eat a banana?
Break it off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Break it off and eat it.
yeah,
Frank?
I peel the banana. I need it.
yeah,
Just straight?
Just straight, no eye contact.
Okay.
yeah. I mush mine down, kind of
You
like
mush it
baby
down.
food.
Okay.
Like baby food.
Yeah, I just break it off.
We know how Quan eats his though. You know?
Just eat the banana. It's a
Yeah.
banana.
But
I mean,
it's fruit.
it's sad that we really have to live in that
Well,
era.
when
you
it
just
comes to a hot dog, I just be like that.
I mean, but the bro, why do I have to hide to get my potassium? That's number one.
That's true.
And then if I want a glizzy, that's because that's what the kids are calling them
it,
nowadays.
right.
I'm going to get a glizzy.
Well, I mean, the thing is this though, like, it's not what I'm doing; is what you're thinking.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got a problem.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
Yeah.
So
Now, as
I
long
was
as I'm
eating.
not
Wait.
making eye contact.
I was eating a banana over here, just minding my own business, pressing buttons. I was engineering, let the ball bounce,
Yeah.
and you're the one that brought it up. So that's your fault. You're the one thinking.
Well, it's because you really wanted to eat the banana the way you wanted to, but you knew people were watching you, so you started breaking it off, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, as long as you don't give eye contact
When I'm
while you're
alone,
doing it.
I just eat the banana.
Yeah. I mean,
Now,
me
do
too.
you
me
peel
too.
it? Do you peel it from the long part or the
No.
little brown nub?
So what I do
The long
is,
part.
What I do is take my two thumbs and I
No
break
diddy.
it through the middle and open it up that way.
Okay.
I don't never pull from the.
Do you know if you pull from the little brown bottom tip, that's the real way you're supposed to open them,
Oh, I never
and they
knew
open
that.
way easier like that.
Never knew that.
A lot
I
of
just
people
split
try
it
to take
open.
the stem
Yeah, I just
and
split
open
it
it from
open.
that, and then it makes the top part all mushy because
You said brown. Your bananas have brown tips?
no, the bottom.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure it out. All right.
He's never seen a banana. Anyways, Frank, how you doing?
Great.
Good.
I'm probably never gonna eat a banana again.
Well, you can eat a banana the way you want. You just can't give anybody eye
Eye
contact
contact,
while
yeah.
you're doing it.
Listen,
And I
we're
think it's
taking
fine.
callers. If you want to call in, we're giving away a free banana. Chiquita banana. Call in 702-608-3259. Chiquita banana straight from Puerto Rico.
That's funny.
Puerto Rico.
Oh! All right, we have some sports to talk about.
funny.
So we're gonna jump right into it. Your boy Draymond does not know how to stop. Listen, he gets ejected all the time. This is his fourth ejection. He got suspended twice. He's taken a lot of days off.
His fourth ejection this year.
Fourth ejection this year. But this time it was 6-6. When I wasn't watching the game live, I looked up and saw, and I'm like, the game can't be close to over yet. And I looked, and it said he got ejected when the score was 6-6. This is getting ridiculous, and I have an issue not just with him doing this, but he's a superstar in the league,
Is he?
and he is.
He's a star.
Listen, he's a superstar from the status that they've given him. They have him all over TNT. He's commentating. He's at halftime of TNT.
He has his own
games,
podcast.
which is fine. Anyone can have their own podcast. It's on YouTube. NBA isn't pushing the podcast necessarily, but NBA is pushing him being allowed to be on TNT. NBA could say he can't be a commentator on there.
Right.
They have the veto power to do that.
Right.
But they're letting him, after he got suspended, did the broadcast with Charles Barkley,
Yeah.
the extra broadcast or whatever they did for
Right.
the in-season tournament out here in Vegas. So they're helping him be a superstar, not just a basketball superstar, but a big name.
Yeah, like maybe getting
Are
into
they
TV.
part to blame? Because with him being the way he is, he should not be getting these extra curricular activities that the NBA is giving him, and I think it's ridiculous. He's not learning his lesson. How many apologies do we accept from Draymond?
Well, I like, if I can go first, I like the fact that they actually put him out of the game early, because what I've been seeing from Draymond Green, and I've been saying this for years, they've been letting him just antagonize the refs and other players all game. They just let him yap all game. And I say, if you stop it early and kick him out, then maybe you will shut up. This is the first time I've seen them kick him out within the first 5-6 minutes, right? And so
Less than 4 minutes.
right. And so I'm happy. I'm happy that happened. It needs to happen more
We're
often.
gonna play a little clip of it right
Yeah,
now. So I
and
mean, you see,
It just the bottom line, man, is no NBA player has ever committed a foul, right?
yeah, exactly.
Right. But Draymond, he just goes too far. I thought this guy was supposed to be in therapy. Is that not true? He was supposed to complete
maybe that
some
was just
type
for
of
the 12
course.
days.
There was something going on during the suspension that he was supposed to be doing. As far
And he's
as
in his
talking to a
phase,
counselor.
so, I mean,
See, there's too much.
The ref's trying to walk away.
There's too much, though.
It's 6-6. Steph's trying to push him back a
No,
little
Steph
bit.
ain't. Steph is
He
standing there
put
listening.
he put his arm right there.
Yeah, but he's listening.
When you put your arm there and touch the guy, you're like, come on, let's go.
No, he's supposed to face Draymond and push him away.
I don't think he thought Draymond was going to do this. Listen to me. This is them trying to get into the play-in, not the playoffs. They're trying to get into the play-in because Houston is right on their tail.
Right.
If they would have lost this game, which I think that's why Steph reacted the way he did, because if they would have lost this game, Houston would have taken the lead in the play-in. They would have been in the 11th spot out of the play-in.
Yep.
And Steph was disgusted by it. It's ridiculous.
This is my thing. Steph is the leader of that team, or he's the superstar of that team. I believe that Steph needs to take more of a leadership role. I'm tired of Steph just standing there and listening instead of getting in Draymond's face. Sometimes he may need to do.
We saw him last night looking more frustrated than ever. Yeah. He's never looked that frustrated with Draymond because they've accepted him as Draymond being Draymond.
I think that's multiple things.
They know who he is. Yeah. It's not a surprise. They know he does this. You got to put a stop to
Dre,
it.
they cannot believe he's still doing this after everything that's happened this year. No, they can't.
But this is what y'all have to understand.
It's getting ridiculous.
That's the makeup of the team. Like, Dre is the vocal. Draymond is the vocal person. He's the one that gets in everybody's face.
But you're not going to intimidate for wins.
No. But the way he does it, it got them 4 chips. The way he does it, as far as being vocal with the other players. You know what I'm saying?
On his team.
On his team, yes. So that's why Steph is not as vocal as he is, because that's Draymond's position. And it was Andre Iguodala's position. Now that Andre Iguodala is gone, they don't have nobody else that's
a problem, right?
A veteran to Dre to do that.
If you're the MVP, if you're one of the best players ever in the league, you need to be the leader of your team. And I think that's why the Warriors maybe have not won another chip or two.
Well, Steph needs to be more of a leader, bro. I'm not going to give Steph no pass at all, because if this was any other player,
but you gotta look
especially
at the makeup,
now, because
you got to look at how they got their success, and that's how they got their success. Well, that's why even when they won 2 years ago, it was that was the makeup.
This though,
but it
wasn't
this. It's not working though right now.
Not anymore.
But the team is not what it was before either.
But it's not. It's not
They're
working.
in 10th right now.
Yeah,
right. It's
not. They're 9th still, I believe.
Yeah. It's not working for
them. Houston is right outside.
Yeah, they're in 11th. Yeah.
So
10th. That's what
instead of Steph crying, because that's what he did. He cried. Had this been any other player, and I'm not going to mention no names, but had it been any other player, I mean, fans would have let him have it. You're crying over a player that you know has character issues on the court?
A history of this.
A history.
Right, sure.
You're crying?
But I mean, okay.
There's no crying in basketball.
But I mean, like I said, that's the mantra and the makeup of that team, bro. I mean, even okay, and then I'm going to take you back to the 96, 98 runs when Dennis was doing what he was doing.
Okay.
But Mike was that guy. He was the superstar and the vocal person.
Okay.
You got to remember, when Steph came into the league, he wasn't what he is now. He was coming off the bench.
Yeah. Because they have Monte Ellis over there?
Yeah, then he worked his way up. But when they drafted Draymond, they know Draymond is the key component. That's why Steph was mad, because he's a key component to what everything that Golden State does.
Was he mad or was he sad?
No, he was mad. He wasn't sad.
So because he was mad he started crying.
No, they know they need Draymond to make it to the play-in part, because they're not going to make it to the 6th.
Would you cry?
They needed him that night. It was 6-6, Frank.
It's a light skin
multiple.
Thing,
I think it's multiple factors.
Let him talk.
It's multiple factors, because I think that Steph is starting to realize, and the Warriors are starting to realize at their core, that this makeup of the team is not going to be together next year, and they're going to have to make moves because financially it will not make sense going forward.
Right.
Because they have to pay all of these people eventually, and they're not going to be able to pay them. And I think it's a realization on Steph's face is like, we're grinding just to be in the play-in scenario.
To try to make the playoffs.
We could play one game and be done.
Yeah.
And then the team looks completely different. They've got 10 games left before the season ends. They play one game, they lose that game, they're done.
Yeah.
It's over.
I mean, they still have a possibility to get in. But I mean, like I said,
but he's saying is every game matters right
now.
I
think that's starting to settle in.
Between the 9th, 10th, and 11th spot. Yeah, absolutely.
Clay
right.
is not the same guy. Steph is not. Steph is 36 years old.
Yeah.
And they're obviously, if you're going to make a decision, Dre, if you're going to make a decision between Clay, Steph, and Draymond Green, you're keeping Steph. Everybody else is a casualty. Everybody else can
I
go.
think this team is going to look
and they'll
way
just try to
different next
rebuild
year.
around Steph, and it's not going to be what it
Are
was.
they? Are they going to?
They're going to try to rebuild around Steph.
I
think.
Are they going to keep Draymond? Like, are they sick of it?
I think it's done.
No, they're
Is
not.
this his
They're
last
not,
year?
They're not sick of it. They're not sick of it because
I
they know
promise they're
they
sick
know
of it,
they
bro.
know
They're
they
not.
know.
I promise they're sick of
not
it. You can
because
tell.
they know how much.
Listen,
he means
man.
to
If
that
you look
team,
at their
bro.
pot, no, he doesn't mean anything
Yes,
to their
he
team
does.
anymore,
He
bro.
still does,
How?
bro. He
How?
still-
What's he
so-
doing for their team?
so-
How many games does he miss this year?
It's not about the games
Yes, it
that he
is.
missed.
How many games
no,
has he
it's
missed?
not.
How many games has he
It's
missed?
about.
Tell me
it's
how many
not
games
about
every
the
year.
games.
He's missed almost half the season.
Like he does last year.
Do you
this what I'm
think they
saying.
want to keep putting up with his crap? They
Look,
do not.
Look, he has a relationship with the owners there, bro. I'm telling you, that's the reason they didn't trade him during trade deadline.
Do you think
That's
owners
the
give a damn about any player in any sport?
Yes, they do.
Zero.
Because he would have been
Zero.
gone. He would have been gone,
Dog,
bro.
have you watched sports?
Bro,
How long have you watched sports?
Bro,
How long have you watched sports?
Let me
for?
tell you this, and I'm not.
Name one owner.
Look,
Name one owner that's cared about a player enough to do anything they wanted.
what you mean? Anything they wanted?
Tell me. Tell me one owner that hasn't
Kobe
been willing to.
Kobe.
And
Kobe?
were they willing to let him go?
No, they kept him because when
They
he
were
asked
willing
for,
to let him go. They
they
tried
asked
to
him-
trade him, and he didn't want to go to
no,
Chicago.
No, that's
Yes,
not
he
what
did.
They was
happened.
never
No,
gonna get
that's
rid of
not what
Kobe,
happened.
Because-
That's not what happened, bro.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
because
not what happened. The only
is
reason
is Chicago had to give up their whole team.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they
no,
did.
You're
Yes,
talking
they
to a
did.
Chicago fan.
I know. You're talking to a Kobe fan
No,
and a Laker fan. I was there. I was there when I saw the trade scenario.
Look, the trade scenario was that he wanted to keep Luol Deng in Chicago. That was the trade scenario. Luol Deng was coming to LA. That was the
Didn't I
reason
just
to
say
trade.
that?
That was the
Didn't
reason.
I just say that?
No, and that's the reason
Luol
it didn't
Deng,
happen.
Ben Wallace, Ben Gordon.
That's the reason the trade didn't
I
happen
know.
because Kobe wanted Luol Deng in Chicago.
And so, did you hear what I said?
No, but this-
quit talking. Lakers were willing to trade him.
No,
and you,
they wasn't
listen
willing.
to me.
They wasn't willing, bro.
You
They
just
ex-
said
they
you need
accepted-
to listen and not be so worried about talking. If Lakers were gonna trade him, and the only reason he didn't get traded is because Kobe wanted Luol Deng to stay there, that means Lakers were willing to trade him.
Look, Kobe asked for a trade.
Yeah.
He said, "I want to be traded." Chicago was the first team to jump in.
Yes. Not the first team, but yeah, they were the ones with something.
He was with something that they can move the needle with.
Yeah.
When they brought the trade over in the first time, it wasn't Ben Wallace in the trade. They added Ben Wallace to the trade the first time it came because they sent them 2 trades. The only reason the trade didn't happen because Kobe asked for a trade. It wasn't like, oh, we about to trade Kobe Bryant. It wasn't that. It's because he asked for a trade. So as an owner,
So they were giving him that.
they was giving him what he asked for. So you said it's
So
not
they're
an
willing
owner.
to trade him.
No, because he asked for it. It's not like we're going to trade him because we're not going to win another championship. It's not that. It's not what
it's
you're talking
because
about.
he didn't want to be there. But
Right. It's his. But
comparing him to Draymond Green is insane right
No,
now.
it's not, I'm not comparing him to Draymond. I'm comparing the situation of what you're talking
It's
about.
not the same.
Owners.
Though.
It is
If
the
you
same,
think the
bro.
owners want to keep doing this thing with Draymond, you're crazy.
He would
I
have been
don't
gone.
thi-
He would have been gone already.
He's about to be gone because he won't
not.
stop.
He's not.
But he won't stop now.
He's not, bro.
Will Draymond get? Would they
I'm gonna put a
generate the
steak.
same
Wait,
trade?
real quick.
Would he get trade
Real
value?
quick. Steak dinner on Draymond not being in Golden State.
Let's
next year.
do it.
All right.
Would
Let's do it.
would
Let's do it.
would
I'm with
Draymond
that.
Let's do
get
it.
trade? What would the trade value be though?
That's what I'm saying.
What are the Warriors going to get back?
Nothing. That's why they
It would just be draft
Some
picks.
draft picks.
and
I got a perfect scenario for you.
And the thing about it
Listen,
is
if
because
we're-
he had a
if-
chance to be in LA during the trade deadline.
What
He
team,
had that
what
chance.
team has
It was
47
a
draft
chance to-
picks and all their starting lineup is 22 and a half years
OKC?
old?
Yeah.
What team?
Yes.
OKC,
Yeah.
the Pelicans.
Let's go, Dre.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But I mean,
OKC
like with-
barbecue. Come on.
But if Warriors
Road
don't
trip.
make the playoffs this year, they're going to have to try to get draft picks for some of these guys.
Yeah.
You
They're
know,
gonna-
let me just add this. I really believe that the fans and the ownership are getting a little sick and tired of Draymond's antics. And I really think they're going to really look hard at what transpired last night with Steph Curry crying on the basketball court. You can't have your superstar feeling like that, bro. Like, that's a problem.
But was he crying, or was he just
kicked
like
some chairs
disgusted?
and he did the night thing.
I know he put his jersey over his face,
Yeah,
but,
but
it's just more like I felt like he was more just disgusted than sad. Like
Yeah,
I don't
It's
think
frustration. They're
It
playing in
is
Orlando.
frustration.
But then you saw
But
what
when
he
you-
did. Like he played extra hard because he knew he had to do more.
Yeah.
Now with Draymond being out to win the game, right?
Yeah, I just think that Draymond is his attitude is pushing him out of Golden State. I don't believe that he'll be a part of the team next year. I'd be really surprised if that happens. But
two steak dinners.
2 steak. Look, but Draymond Green, don't get under. Don't get me wrong. Draymond Green is a great player, and I'm hearing a lot of fans say, "Oh, he's the heart of the team." But doesn't everybody else have a heart, or do you need to only have his heart?
No, you got certain players that basically bring that extra energy.
He brings a different energy to the team.
That's what he brings, that edge that the team needs.
That's Kuminga right now.
It's not Kuminga right now. He does it by his play, but he doesn't do it by anything else because he only been in the league 4 years.
Yeah,
he's going to be that. He's going to be that.
They want Kuminga to be that.
That's what they want Kuminga to be.
Yeah, but
and somebody's going to have to if he's gone, right?
Yeah,
so someone will step up.
Well, he stepped up since Dre's been gone. Kuminga.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people was telling me, oh, Kuminga ain't going to do nothing in
No,
the NBA.
stop.
And I'm telling you, before he got drafted, when he was here playing, I was like, bro, Kuminga is the hidden gem of this draft, bro. And people were like, oh, no, he can't shoot. He can't do it.
And talent-wise, he's a better talented player than Draymond.
Yeah, on the court. Yes, he is.
Most definitely. But it's the little things that Draymond does that that's the only reason I see them keeping Dre around. So he can teach Kuminga those little things, like the little things on defense, how to be vocal on defense, how to get the ball pushing and start up Clay and Steph with what they have to be.
I think he's wearing his welcome.
No, he's wearing his welcome. But what I'm saying is, I know for a fact the relationship that he has with the owners there is different than anybody else because he would have been gone. I know that for a fact. I even saw the way they came out here when they were doing Summerland.
I've had relationships with girls that they should have been gone.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
They should have been gone.
No, you know why it's not the same?
It finally gets to the point where she just won't stop talking, and now she got to be gone.
And I've had a relationship with a girl where I thought I was going to be with her forever, and then it just didn't work out.
As they say in the Alpha David, sometimes it's the pink cocaine. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you around a little bit longer.
Listen, man, if you guys are watching,
if
you guys are watching the live video stream on YouTube, please like the video. Please share the video.
You crazy.
And all that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, listen, it gets heated. We'll all
but Draymond, man, like, come on, bro.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, shut up already. As a fan, though, I don't want to see that.
No,
and I've been saying this for years. I'm tired of it,
You're
bro.
right. But when you look at it, you got to look at it from two sides. You got to look at it from a fan perspective, and you got to look at it from a team ownership perspective.
The refs are upset.
The reason I look at it, and when I'm telling you what I'm telling, because I'm looking at an ownership perspective.
I feel you looking at it from a different perspective. I know that.
And that part of it is, he still can bring something to the team right now, even though that you got to realize him and Dennis Rodman is the only two that can do that. Maybe you could throw Rasheed Wallace in there.
Dennis Rodman was not this bad, bro.
No, he was worse.
No,
yes, he was. He was worse.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, bro.
But did Jordan cry? Come on, bro.
But that goes back to
he has
light
the most
skin.
famous crying meme.
Light skin.
Wow.
And I love stuff, man. I love stuff. It's the light skinness.
All right, Ray's son said trade his ass. He's way past being a cancer to the team.
Bruh.
I just don't know what you're going to trade him for. I'm trying to figure out what the asset comes back.
But there are some teams that will be willing that are maybe that team like Memphis when they get their players back, right? Yeah. That are right there that might need someone like that.
They got Smart
with that leadership and stuff like that.
Another thing
that's a slept-on team if they get someone like Draymond.
I probably see him in Houston too.
Houston to be good.
I can see him and Dylan together, bro. Yeah. They probably hate each other when they was going against each other, but on the same team.
I'm gonna give you a dark horse. Pacers would be good.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely, especially with that
because they whole squad nice.
Whole squad
nice though.
Man, I didn't. Hey, look, guys. I'm from Indiana, but I'm a diehard Chicago fan. But the way them Pacers looking this year, bro.
Yeah, even the Knicks could use them.
But I think the Knicks is about to do so. I think they're really about.
Where does he fit though, position wise, with the Knicks?
I mean,
I don't really see that position wise with the Knicks with Randall and.
I do,
but they might end up. I mean, if it's a trade aspect, no, I can't see them giving up.
I think the Knicks need scoring. They could add somebody like Draymond, but I think the Knicks need more scoring. Or they need Jalen Brunson to be like 3 inches taller.
Or
Draymond for Draymond, you're getting draft picks and some veteran players that are on contracts that you don't want anymore. That's what Golden State's getting from them. Yeah. But all right, moving on. We're gonna stick with the NBA and get into this NBA play-in where we're at right now in the standings. Golden State, Lakers, Sacramento, Phoenix, Houston.
Dogfight.
It's so close in the West right now, and it's fun to watch. Just even trying to get into this play-in. Who do you think are the 4 teams that are going to be in the play-in 7 through 10? Dre, I'll start with you first.
Ooh, 7 through 10. I mean, I got to throw the Lakers in there. Right now, I think Phoenix is 6, maybe 7.
Phoenix right now dropped to 7, so they're half a game behind Dallas. For 6, game and a half behind New Orleans.
Yeah,
and Clippers only they're only 2.5 behind the Clippers right now. So it's Phoenix, Sacramento, Lakers, Golden State. Houston's 1 game behind Golden State.
I think Houston's going to get in there. I believe that Golden State's going to get in there, Lakers, and maybe somebody like the Suns.
So you got Sacramento dropping out. They're 8 right now. So I think for Houston to get in, it's either Lakers or Golden State not making it.
Actually, I got Golden State may not make it. I mean, I can't see Golden State having just a better overall team than Sacramento right now. I think if Sacramento plays them or whatever, I just like Sacramento better than Golden State being in that play-in. So, yeah.
All right, Frank, who you got?
I think Phoenix and Sacramento kind of hold the form. I don't think they're really going to move too much.
Yeah.
I think that Golden State and the Lakers, are probably going to stay where they're at. The most interesting thing to me is Houston because they've won 10 straight. They're ridiculously hot. And I think they play the Warriors once or twice more before the season ends.
Yeah.
So both of those games have huge weight on them right before the season ends. I'm going to look at that really quick. I think they play at least once more.
Yeah,
This kind of reminds me. This is reminding me of Phoenix in a bubble, where they went on an 8-game winning streak and still didn't make the playoffs. But then the next year they ended up going to the finals.
Right.
So they got hot at the right time, but the wrong time. But Houston is a team you're not going to be messing with them soon.
Yeah,
they're going to be right up there with OKC and Minnesota. Yeah, those good young teams.
Jalen Green has turned it up the second half of this season.
Yes,
it may be because he has a baby on the way. We don't know.
He got 4 babies on the way.
Yeah,
oops. Right.
But
what else you got with that, Frank?
I was going to say that Golden State
play one more time or twice.
They have 4 games against teams that are ahead of them in the playoff rankings overall. They play 2 against Utah. They do play 1 game at Houston about 10 days before the season ends. They play a game at Houston, but they play Dallas twice. They're going to play the Lakers. They're going to play New Orleans. So that's going to be very interesting for the Warriors. I think that
they play Lakers again.
They play the Lakers one more time.
And they've had
Lakers feels number. Like Lakers and Warriors have played 6 times this year.
It does.
They've had the Lakers number.
But don't you? The division, how they break up the scheduling. The division. There's 1 division opponent you play like 5 times.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's only 4.
It's supposed to be 4.
But sometimes how it gets shifted around. I think.
You know what I think was going to hurt Houston is the fact that they lost their big man. He was probably the most improved. He was just on fire, and he's done. And I think that's going to hurt. I like Jalen Green and all of the other guys, but that big man right there, he gave Lakers, he gave Denver, he gave other players that had bigs problems.
Yeah.
And they're gonna miss that.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what do you think, man? We got Phoenix, Sacramento, Lakers, Golden State, Houston, Dallas. I mean, any of these could shift.
I think Sacramento go drop, bro. They got the toughest schedule going out. They got to play.
What is Sacramento's schedule?
They got to play Dallas twice.
Okay.
They got to play the Knicks in New York.
I think
they got to play the Clippers. They got to play the Celtics. They got to play the Pelicans. They got to play Phoenix.
Okay.
But the good thing about it is, let me see, between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their last games are at home. That's the good part of it.
I'll have them go 50. I'll give them 3 of those games.
Yeah, but the 3 of them will drop them because they only 2 ahead.
Yeah.
So
unless
they win out.
Now, they're going to win a game against Dallas. I think they're going to take one of those games.
They might.
They're going to get the New Orleans.
And Sacramento's in the 8th right now. So
the way they clicking now, Kyrie and Luka is clicking right now.
Yeah, they are. And I'm seeing Kyrie dunk more than ever. But yeah.
It's the new shoes that he got. He's like, man, forget Nike.
It's that Ramadan power.
That too.
But Sacramento's 8th right now. So they would have to drop significantly.
But they 2 ahead, right?
They're a game and a half ahead of Lakers. They're 4 games ahead of Golden State.
Oh yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
And they're 5 games ahead of Houston.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
not going nowhere. So to me, it'd probably be Golden State.
I really think it's Golden State in Houston right now that they can flip flop, bro.
Yeah,
but
maybe that's why Steph was crying.
Is the NBA going to allow that?
Allow what? Golden State to not be in it?
I mean, that's
hard, man.
Whew, not even in the play-in. Because right now, Lakers and Warriors play in the play-in.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If the Golden State Warriors are not in the playoffs,
they're breaking up the whole
trust
team.
me, Draymond Green,
yeah, he's gone.
Clay,
done.
Clay
he's
is
gone.
done.
No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that for sure. If they don't make the playoffs because his suspensions.
Draymond's going to be on TNT Sports.
Yeah.
Doing that's
what he's doing. He's interviewing for that job.
Yeah.
He'll be good at it.
How would you guys feel, though, if they miss the playoffs with him doing all this and he's just happy-go-lucky on TNT halftime? What's that look like? And what's that teach other players? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that teach the younger generation? Do whatever you want to do and you still get the prize.
Yeah. It's not a good look for the league as a whole.
Yeah.
And if we go back even to the Malice in the Palace, that's why the scoring the way it is now. They made it more favorable for the offense to be able to put up numbers after the Malice in the Palace situation. It's going to be teams that want Draymond. Don't never mistake that. But for the younger players, I don't think we have younger players that have that same engine that Draymond has to do what Draymond is doing. I don't think we have younger players like that.
We'll get someone. I mean, they're in every generation of our league.
There is, but I can't see one with this younger generation. I mean, they're more because when Draymond came in the league, he wasn't known as a shooter. He wasn't known as a shooter. He wasn't known as be able to handle the ball, and then he turned himself into that.
Yeah.
So he was able to, run offensive. He was able to be a point forward in the league to run offense for Steph, for Clay. And then when he went out, they brought in Andre, and Andre was able to keep it going. That's why Golden State had so much success. But as far as the young players go, I don't think we're going to have another player that as bad. We might have some bad ones, but I don't think we're going to have as bad as Draymond. I think this is the end of that era. Now let's talk about what's your boy Isaiah in Detroit. He's probably one of the last ones that's try to act tough.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's young, so
yeah.
You have him coming up. Like we didn't think we'd see something like Rodman, and Draymond's kind of been like that. Obviously, not as
Rodman
as much of a head case, but
you don't think so?
No.
Rodman
He was a worm.
No,
but he was a worm. He got under other players' skin.
Yeah.
Like he didn't really go at the refs like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're
right
about that.
He bumped into a ref and was
about
suspended 6 games.
Yeah, but he irritated the other players
He
so
went
bad.
after players.
You're right.
All the time.
You're right. But Dre does the same thing
heads
though.
all the time. Yeah.
Dre does go after players too though.
He does.
Yeah, but these players nowadays they're not
the same.
They're not the same.
You're right.
Like we'll put hands on you, bro.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I mean, no players put hands on each other though.
Yeah, but
don't
know.
really
I mean, they
see
know
that.
they're gonna break it up in 3 seconds. So they get their.
I mean, he put hands on Gobert. He put his whole arm and forearm in.
Yeah.
But Rodman was a young guy growing up with Mahorn and Lambeer, who were like just
way different.
They look like just cab drivers. They want to get out and just fight everyone they saw.
Right.
So
yeah, he did put hands on Gobert, but that's like Will Smith putting hands on Chris Rock, right? Like literally, Gobert, stop.
it's similar. That's right.
It is.
It's very similar.
Stop.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. If you're watching, please share the live video stream. Follow us at Unnamed Sports Show on all social media. We definitely appreciate everyone.
Lakers are
for
clicking
tuning
though.
in.
Lakers are clicking though. I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Do they play better with or without LeBron James?
They're a lot better without LeBron. Doc, did you see what they did? Milwaukee in double overtime, they were down by 19. If they were down by 19, 7 minutes left, LeBron wasn't going to bring them back. They needed AD to be what he's been for us all year.
I think LeBron has been asking for AD to be the number one guy ever since he came to this team. And I think this year he's actually showing that he can be the number one guy and being healthy. LeBron doesn't have a problem with playing second to AD. He wants AD to be number one, but to go into the playoffs or any basketball game and to think that you are a better team without LeBron James, come on.
Well,
bro.
I think it's funny because people were saying that, and then the next game, LeBron plays against Memphis. And they destroy him, and D'Lo still plays good. Austin Reeves still plays good. So Listen,
But
man.
what's the name? AD didn't play in that game.
No, he didn't.
No, he got the rest.
So it's basically
they did that. They knew what they were doing.
It's basically the same thing. It's like so.
But how come people don't get outraged when AD
right?
rests?
No, but what I'm saying is so that mean is the Lakers better without AD? It's not. It doesn't
Bro,
make
I
sense.
said the same thing on the page.
It don't make
trolling.
sense. It don't make sense. But
It don't.
The whole thing is this: LeBron, at this age, he see what Dwayne Wade did for him in Miami. When he told him, "Yo, you have to be the man. I have no problem being Batman to your Superman." I don't want to say Batman and Robin,
Right.
but he said, "I have no problem with that." The thing about AD is he has to do it on a consistent basis.
Yep.
He can't be 40 and 15 one game and then come back and be 12 and 12.
Well, they say it's because LeBron James is in the game and
Has nothing
AD
to
can't
do with it.
get off.
Has
Stop
nothing to
it,
do
bro.
with it.
We didn't see many games of AD being very inconsistent.
Yeah.
He's not, but this year,
He's had a good.
I thought
He's had a really good
been
year. He's
had
really
a good season.
consistent
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Well, he had a stretch when he was consistent,
Real talk,
inconsistent. He had a stretch.
but real
but it
talk,
wasn't
you
that
could
much.
kind of put him top 6 or 7 in the MVP race.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's definitely right up there.
Most definitely.
And defensive player of the year. Like, he's been getting
Defensive
blocks
player of
and,
the year for
and
sure.
rebounds. I mean, he's playing really well right now.
I think a
and
lot
he's
of
not missing games.
Yeah.
I think that's what most
That's it.
people want. Like,
That's
we want
it.
to see you play games.
And this is one of the first years that I really think that we've seen AD 2020 healthy.
yeah.
He hasn't really been 21, 22. He wasn't really healthy.
Right.
We seen him like they was on that championship run.
And I
healthy.
and I think LeBron
That's
is
fair, yeah.
getting just a little bit of unfair criticism because he's still athletic. He's still able to put up 25 points per game. They are still expecting him to be the 25, 26-year-old LeBron James. But guess what? 38-year-old LeBron James can't play back-to-back games.
He can't.
I don't care who you are, right? And
But
so,
even if he does, you want him for the playoffs, right? You want him to be rested for the playoffs and ready for the playoffs.
But then that doesn't bode well for the playoffs because he can't play night in, night out.
Well, they don't play
over a
back-to-back in the
yeah,
series.
they play
playoffs.
back to back in the playoffs. That's good.
Is he going to get enough rest?
Yeah,
He get
most
banged down
definitely.
by these guys. I hope so.
And I think that's great that the Lakers are winning games without LeBron James because if you think about it, in the history of LeBron James teams, when he doesn't play, his teams don't play well without him, and then they're putting extra pressure, more minutes on him to actually play so that the teams can win. He actually has a team that's built around him that could actually play and win without him being
But
on the
last
floor.
year, if you remember, when they made the trades, LeBron ended up getting hurt right after the
And
trades.
they went on a nice
and
run.
they made that good run to get in there. And I think that's what helped them propel them, where LeBron knew I can sit out, and these are dependable guys. These are dependable teammates, and these guys want to win, and that got them a deep playoff run. Do the
figuring out
Lakers
how to
have
play
that?
together.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is
do the Lakers have that in them again, Frank, this year
That's a good
to
question.
almost the same place where they're going to be in the play-in? Looking at all the other teams, they might face OKC or Minnesota in the first round. Can they make another Western Conference playoff run?
I think it's possible. I think that D'Angelo has had a really good stretch over the last month or so.
Listen,
He's
threatened to
played
trade
pretty well.
like 4 months.
played-
Ever since
he's
they
played pretty
threatened
well.
to trade him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it lit a fire under him a little bit.
Yeah.
And Reeves is going to have his moments. Rui, of course, the samurai.
Yeah.
He's going to have his moments.
yeah.
I still don't think
the-
Rui is tapped into his potential
I
of who he's
think
going
that
to be
they
as a player
can make
either.
a run. I don't know if they can beat multiple teams and stay healthy through multiple series.
Going through the Western Conference standings, who do you
think they
see
can.
that they can't beat in a 7-game series?
They can't beat Denver
yeah.
right now,
And
but
I
I
think
don't
that's
think
only-
anybody in the West can.
I think that's the only team, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Minnesota's number 2. They could beat Minnesota. They beat them a lot this year
could
already.
beat OKC.
OKC, they've been beating them. Clippers, that might be a little struggle if everyone's
might be
healthy,
a
but we
seven.
don't
They
think
can't
that'll be
beat
a seven.
Sacramento, but they won't play them.
they probably won't play Sacramento.
Which would be great.
But
They won't-
New
they won't
Orleans,
play-
they could beat New Orleans. They've
but-
already beat New Orleans. Dallas,
But they might end
could
up
beat
playing-
Dallas. Golden State, they could beat Golden State.
but the problem is they might end up playing Sac in the play-in.
It's possible.
That's a good
And that's a
point.
one and done situation where
That's
you
a
don't
good-
have to beat them
that's a
4
good
times,
point.
and that's a scary sight.
Yeah,
even
especially
though,
if it's in Sacramento.
especially if it's
Yeah.
in Sac time.
You know,
It's possible. Some Lakers might take some L's just to avoid playing them
Yeah.
for the play. Who knows?
Start resting everybody now.
Let me, and this is my thing about the Lakers. I think that they are built for the playoffs.
They are.
I don't think that this team is hey, we're going to go out and win 60 games in the regular season. We need to go on 10, 15 game win streaks in the regular season. This team
not
is
worried about that at
this
all.
team is built for the playoffs, and I believe that this team in the playoff is going to be a tougher out than people are expecting. And if they do play, I'm gonna go out on a limb. If they do end up playing Sacramento in the play-in, I think AD takes it personal that Sabonis has been getting the best of him during the regular season, and he comes out and he balls out.
But I think going back to last year, I think going back to last year, people are looking at that though. I don't think any team is going to take Lakers lightly because they know they're built for the playoffs. They know they're not a ninth place team. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
They saw what they did last year. No matter what, this same team basically went to the Western Conference Finals. So no other team besides Denver did that. Right. So every other team is an underdog to the Lakers in my mind, and I'm thinking all of their
in the
minds.
West that have kind of overachieved this season as
do.
well. Minnesota has been ridiculous. OKC is probably a year or two ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
They are.
definitely.
And like we said, their average starting age is 22 and a half
That's
years old.
wild, bro.
Yeah.
They're
And
they're gonna be
this is
scary
the other
in a year or
thing
two.
too, that when it comes to the Lakers, D'Lo, he has been on the run, been on the tear, but he get complacent and then want to bring it on in the fourth quarter or into the third, going into the fourth. They have to be able to set it up where LeBron can get off, AD can get off, D'Lo can get off, and then give it to your one, because LeBron, even when D'Lo hit that three,
he was like, shoot it again.
he's like, shoot it again.
Well, it's just a confidence builder.
Yeah,
like,
most definitely.
come on,
And
bro.
LeBron did really good in a few games last year in the playoffs. D'Lo had his last series was bad.
Yeah.
But before that, he was tearing it up in the playoffs, and and LeBron was doing that same thing where I don't care to score in the first quarter. There was a game where D'Lo
didn't
had
take a
16
shot.
in the first.
Yeah.
He had like 3 or 4 threes in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So I think the confidence level they have with what they had with D'Lo last year has just even been elevated this year even more.
Yeah.
And they'd be a scary team. I think every team is scared of the Lakers. They don't want to see them.
They don't want to see them in a 7-game series.
In a 7-game series at all.
And the
because
other thing-
LeBron is going to step it up in the playoffs.
Yeah. And then the other
he's
thing,
already
too,
tore it up this year.
Other thing too, and don't ban me for this. I think Hachimura, even though he has bad regular season, he's like Robert Horry. He turns it on in the playoffs.
And statistically, he plays great when him and LeBron James are together on the
facts.
floor.
That is facts.
That's a fact.
That's a
and
fact.
the reason that he has such a great game in that Memphis game the other day, LeBron and him, they are they mesh.
Yeah.
They mesh.
Health is a big factor.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all it
obviously,
is.
These are older guys, so I mean, it's going to be a huge factor.
And let's run into the East real quick. You got Boston. They're number one. There's nothing you can say about that. And then the play-in's a little different, but Indiana's 6th. Orlando's 5. So 5 and 6. Orlando's 3 games ahead of Miami, who's 7. 3.5 over Philly, who's 8. And then Chicago and Atlanta are 9 and 10. It looks like those are kind of going to stay right there, but you're more looking Miami and Philly. Are they going to actually get into that 5 or 6 spot? What do you guys think about that? Philly should be getting Embiid back soon, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
So that's going to be a dangerous team. If they come in at the 8th spot and play Boston in the first round, which they played Boston really good last year, almost beat them, probably should have beat them. And if you have to play them in the first round, that's a hard first round matchup to have. And even if Boston beats them in the first round, to have to play them in the first and go on a playoff run to get to the NBA Finals, that's going to be rough for Boston to deal with. So I mean, the East playoffs, and then you're going to get playoff Jimmy. He's already starting to cook. So Frank, what do you think about that right now?
You mentioned playoff Jimmy. They would be in the that first play-in game against Philly right now. They're like half a game apart. Chicago and Atlanta are the last 2 teams as far as contention goes. None of those guys are really going to be a threat. I mean, Miami might be. Yeah. But I think it's going to be hard for them to kind of integrate Embiid going into the playoffs, kind of getting him reacclimated.
Yep.
Is he going to have his legs under him? He's going to be in a rhythm, whatever. Boston seems to be a lot further ahead of everyone else record-wise and just skill level.
Yeah.
They have depth. they can win in multiple ways.
Yeah.
But I think the interesting thing for me is probably New York. I think the Knicks can pose a lot of problems matchup wise in the East,
and they're getting healthy too. I mean, they've been in the third and fourth spot in the East with missing a lot of players. So that's a dangerous team.
I don't think they're dangerous to me.
I don't either. Mine is Indiana still. Because if Indiana's clicking, only team I can't see them beating is Boston. I can see them beating Milwaukee only because Pat Beverly might not be there for the playoffs.
Right. And Milwaukee's built for the playoffs too. Let's be honest.
But they're still not meshing like they should have been by now.
I think once the
Dame
game
wants
slows
to be in
down,
Miami still. His facial expression looks like I bought a house in Miami. I thought I was going there.
Right.
As soon as the season ends, he's going down there to sit on the beach.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. I mean, and with the playing situation, I mean, we not talking about it, but Atlanta Hawks is still scary.
Sure.
In the play-in part. To make it
in the play-in,
they're still scary with those.
They're playing
14.
I think they beat Chicago
tonight. I think they're playing Boston tonight, and they've given Boston fits.
But the thing about the Chicago situation is Chicago give Atlanta problems unless Trey comes out on fire. He has to come out on fire.
I think Trey got something to prove.
Trey trying to get to LA,
and that's why he has something to prove.
Yeah, he trying to get to LA.
Are you playing the doubleheader, or are they playing the game again?
No, this.
What game are you looking at?
San Diego?
No,
no, that's right there.
the Yankees.
That's
the Yankees.
the Yankees. I don't think they played a doubleheader.
Because they were already up,
They already won.
so they're just replaying
the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go Yankees.
Turn the channel.
Happy opening day.
Stop.
And we'll get into baseball in a minute. But anything else on NBA right now that you guys want to touch in on?
I just see Boston coming out the East.
Same.
That's what I see.
Interesting.
Same.
I see Boston, but I still have to see their superstars step up big in the playoffs.
I feel you on that, but I think with them having Drew Holiday, it takes a lot of pressure on them because Drew can guard a couple people that they don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Where they can be hidden and rest on defense.
Yeah,
They
Tatum.
still struggle to get some good teams this year,
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
Tatum.
And that to me is an issue.
But that's also with Porzingis not being healthy too.
He's never healthy.
Do we think Porzingis is going to be healthy all playoffs?
In the playoffs,
I do not.
I think he's gonna. I think this is that year.
What makes
we
you
used to
think
say
that
we used
about
to say because
what history is shown?
no, I mean it never showed. But
That's what I'm saying. I mean-
that's the same thing with AD until 2020 came. What history shown?
Yeah, but
You gotta have
he's
one.
been-
You gotta have one for it to be shown. I think this is that year.
He's
for the
still,
playoffs.
Yeah, he's still hurt.
And that's why
No,
I'm
he
not worried
played-
about. That's why I'm not
yeah.
worried about the Clippers either because I don't see all three of them being healthy in the playoffs.
I think that's going to be that's the scary
The
run
Clippers?
in the West.
Yeah.
To me,
Clippers,
that's the scary
I
team in
just,
the West.
That's the same
I feel
thing.
like somebody's hurt every.
Yeah,
every
but that's the
game,
scary
so
team in the
yeah.
West for me.
they
The
are.
Clippers.
Are they?
Yeah, that's the scary team for me.
But do you think they'll be healthy?
I think
I
Minnesota.
think they're going to be.
I think Minnesota's a scary team.
Only reason I don't say Minnesota is because
Kawhi got hurt and left the building, though. You think
Yeah.
Kawhi's gonna?
He went home.
he was like, man, I don't want this guy. I still
Bro,
got
think
eggs.
about
Look,
that,
look,
though.
I still
Listen.
got look, I still got eggs
Listen,
cooking. I still got eggs
if
cooking
that
at
was
home.
any other player in the league, any other
home plate.
superstar, that was not talked about
He
enough.
went home.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if LeBron did that?
LeBron got hurt in one game, went to the locker room, took a shower, came back and sat on the bench with street clothes on, and they got on him about that.
Yeah,
This dude went home.
yeah.
He called an Uber, and he was out right in
But
front
Kawhi
of the
never
stadium.
talks. I don't even know if he has a voice box. The guy never speaks.
Stop it.
I know he could laugh.
That's
but
That's
funny.
it. That's it.
That's
He
funny.
just got that laugh.
Yeah, I just can't see. I mean, like Minnesota. I mean, I like their makeup.
Anthony Edwards.
No, I love it. I
is
love it. But
the
you got
truth.
He is, but
He's legit.
He's still making dumb plays coming down the stretch, bro. I've seen
he's
a couple
22.
of them.
You need
I
to
know,
get
I know,
those.
but no, I know that. But that's what I'm saying. He still do,
Yeah.
but he is a phenomenal. He's gonna be the face of the league. He's gonna be top 5 in the next year or two.
He's my face right now.
Two.
Like
Yeah.
he's my favorite.
Well,
he's my
as far
favorite
as
player
far
right
as
now.
US,
Yeah, he should be a Laker.
As far as US born players, he's that.
I think in the playoffs though, that Conley, his playoff experience, is going to help calm this team down.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's why they re-signed him.
I don't trust Cat. I just don't trust Cat.
Man, that's my thing.
I don't trust Cat.
My thing.
And I really don't trust Gobert either.
Yeah, but he's going to be there for the playoffs.
I'm not even talking about their injuries. I'm talking about just their mindset for playoffs. Like, they just haven't shown me anything. And Cat, like, we keep acting like Cat's young. He's been in the league for a long time now.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since he was at Kentucky.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, you know, he
needs to show some maturity, I believe.
He has to. He has to.
Because right now, Anthony Edwards is way more mature already.
And to me, way more talented.
But listen, there's about 9 games left in the playoffs. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. It's fun, man. This is my favorite time of the NBA season, for sure. So, all right, moving on. We're going to get into some March Madness because there's some games already starting. I want to get these picks in for the Sweet 16, man. It's already here, halfway over, more than halfway over. But the Sweet 16 is here, man. March Madness is amazing. I love it. I am excited when it's here. I'm always mad when it's gone because I wasn't as excited as I think I should have been, and I wanted to watch more games and I didn't. But Dre, let's go through some of these matchups, and we're going to go around the table and pick the winners. I'm going to try not to look at the scoreboard
it's okay.
right now.
Right now, we got number 6 Clemson playing number 2 Arizona. That game, Clemson is leading that game 35-24 with 3 minutes to go in the first. Arizona down 9.
I'm not surprised.
Me neither.
Arizona does this every year. I'm not surprised.
Arizona does those things.
Yeah.
I think I picked them to lose in the first round because Arizona does that a lot, right?
Right.
So, but it's still early in the game. You know, it's still in the first half. Arizona can't come back. We've seen a lot of leads dissipate in the second half, and the team that had a 10-point lead in the first half ends up getting blown out.
Right.
So
I think Arizona pulls
I'm actually picking Arizona to win this game, even though they're down right now. So I'm going to pick Arizona. Frank, who you got?
I got Clemson.
Okay.
I'm going to go Arizona.
Yeah, I got Clemson too.
Okay.
It's just I don't
the
put
trust
my trust
factor.
Yeah, I can't put my trust in Arizona.
I don't trust.
I can't do it.
They don't got Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby ain't walking through the door.
He ain't walking
Michael
through that
Dickerson
door.
ain't walking through the door.
Not walking through that door at all. Hey, look, Steve Kerr not walking through that door. None of them.
Oh, boy. It's not happening. It's
None
tragic.
of them
Tom Tolbert is not walking through that door. Sean Elliott.
None
Did
of
you ever
them.
say Sean Elliott?
No, but it's Sean Elliott.
Yeah,
Luke
none of them
Walton.
are walking through that door.
Luke Walton. He's definitely not walking
Miles
through that door.
Simon.
Hey,
is
we
not
can
walking
go
through that
Richard
door.
Jefferson.
Miles
Damon Stoudemire is
Richard
not walking through
Jefferson's
that door.
walking.
It's not.
Richard Jefferson's walking through that back door.
No Diddy.
No diddy.
So, number 5, San Diego State is playing number 1 UConn. San Diego State is losing right now by 10 almost against UConn, 27-18.
There's a rematch, right?
Yeah.
That was the championship.
Yeah. It was the championship last year.
Yeah. UConn's going to be a tough out this year.
UConn,
That is.
I think it's going to be a 20-point win for UConn
I
tonight.
got UConn.
And I want, Mountain West, you would love to see San Diego State do something, but UConn's too tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're too tough.
Yeah, I'm going UConn.
Yeah, I got UConn too.
Unanimous. Number 4, Alabama.
Kawhi Leonard's not walking through that door.
He's sure. He's not.
Name 4 San Diego State players.
Can't even do it.
I can't either.
I can't either.
Kawhi, Leonard. That's 2.
The claw. The claw. What they call him, the Matrix? No, they call him Cyborg.
The Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Oh, boy, that's tragic. That is
I was
tragic.
gonna say Terminator, but Cyborg.
It's a good question, though, too. San Diego
I
State.
was trying to think of some players that.
Google that.
Yeah,
San Diego
Google it.
State players in the NBA.
Google me.
I don't know
Quan.
anybody but Kawhi.
Yeah, I don't know.
What we got next? Dre?
Next game, number 4, Alabama going against my number 1, North Carolina Tar Heels. Go Heels! I got Heels in that game, man.
Wait, who they playing?
Alabama, number 4. It's gonna be a good game.
It is.
Roll Tide. I got
This is the
Steady
first
long,
year.
steady wrong.
This is the first
I got
year I
Carolina.
can't name not one player on North Carolina.
Baycott. Baycott's been there for 7 years.
I can't name not one
If you
player
can't,
on
if you
North
can't name,
Carolina.
if you can't name Baycott, bro.
Nah,
He was there in the championship game.
Heels. Heels.
Baycott's been playing since Dean Smith was there.
I'm a North Carolina fan, man. Growing up being a Jordan fan, even though I went to Indiana. Go Hoosiers. This is a tough one, bro.
It's gonna be a good game, but I think that North Carolina, their guards right now are just they're starting to find their way.
Yeah. So Quinn Cook, if you're watching, don't kill me. I'm gonna pick North Carolina because I think Duke gonna lose against Houston. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I got Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next game, number 3 Illinois going up against number 2 Iowa State. That's later on tonight.
Man, this game.
That's gonna be a game.
I think this is gonna be whoever has the ball last wins this game. That's this type of game.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going with the Fighting Illini.
The Illini. I'm gonna go with the Illini.
Are you really?
Yes. I'm gonna go with them. Winning this game, man. 6 points. I'm gonna give them 6 too.
They got Illinois favored by 6?
No, I'm going with them.
Okay.
Iowa State's favored by 1.5.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna go with Iowa State.
I'm going to Iowa State. My brother-in-law went to Iowa State.
Is the Barkley girl playing for them tonight?
The Barkley girl? Wow.
No.
Okay. Charlize Barkley?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
She's good. She's a baller.
Yeah, she's a baller. Shot caller.
Charlize.
Is that your favorite female player? Okay.
Yeah, Charlize Theron. I'm just saying.
All right. Who we got next, Trey?
North Carolina State, number 11, North Carolina State against number 2, Marquette, and that's tomorrow.
Carolina State has been playing good, man. They
Zebo
beat
2.0, baby. I got to ride with my boy.
Yeah, I'm going to go. You going North Carolina State in this game?
Yes.
Listen, North Carolina State beat.
And I love Marquette.
North Carolina State beat
Marquette.
North Carolina in the ACC.
Marquette,
Interesting.
They've been playing really well in this tournament.
I don't think they got nobody that can stop them, bro.
I real talk him going with NC State too.
Yeah.
I like their run right now.
I love Marquette.
I think it stops right now. I think Marquette does it. I think the outside shooting it's just too much.
It is, but that inside outside game of them, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt them a lot. It's gonna hurt them a lot because they're gonna have to double team them. It's gonna hurt them a lot.
Yeah, I'm going Marquette in this one.
Yeah, I got it.
Frank, who you got?
When you're talking about NC State, they won all those games in a row to win the ACC, and they've been playing, out of their minds. I think it eventually just catches up with them. I think Marquette probably beats. I think this is like a 4 or 5 point game.
Yeah,
I think Marquette ultimately pulls it out.
It's gonna be a good game, but
Can't see it.
yeah, I think NC State moves on too, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, who else we got?
Number 5 Gonzaga going up against number 1 Purdue.
I got Purdue.
I got the Zags. I got them going to the Final Four.
Well, this is and we talked about this on Monday.
It's not a bad one.
We talked about this on Monday. The only problem with Purdue that I have is their guard play.
Yeah.
And Gonzaga's guard play is remarkable. That's my thing, but they don't have an answer for the big fella. When they beat them by 10 early in the year, they don't have an answer for the big fella. If they get the big fella involved at the right time in the beginning and get them touches and get them on, they have to double team and kick out. Now, Purdue guards can hit wide open threes.
Yeah.
That's what they have to do to beat Gonzaga.
I got the Zags as my only non-number 1 team going to the Final Four, and that started at the beginning of my
three
bracket.
ones in Gonzaga.
Three ones in Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Purdue. Even when the big guy doesn't play that well, Purdue as a team comes together and they rally to win games, bro. They only lost 4 games this year. I just do not see them beating. I mean, I don't see them.
It's good seeing them be good again.
That's what I'm saying.
I like when Purdue's good.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Purdue.
Yeah.
They have a little edge to them. I like Purdue. I like Purdue as well.
Oh, you, Frank? Who you got?
Purdue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the last thing I just wanted to say is that the 4 games that they lost was all guard play.
Yeah.
They never got it to the big man when they needed to.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think they fixed this stuff.
I hope so.
We'll see.
They need to start back. Hey, I'm telling you right now, y'all need to start back recruiting guards from Chicago. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all stopped.
Next game, number 4 Duke against number 1 Houston.
Give me Houston by 10.
And the only reason I say Houston because those first 2 matchups were scary for them.
Yep.
And they about to show.
Especially that last one.
Yes.
I think that woke them up.
That's what woke
them up. And I think they're going to go through and dominate these next couple games.
Yeah,
I really do think that.
I think Houston is ready to show people that.
We know who their coach is, right?
Yes, we do.
Is he a Hall of Fame coach?
Yes.
You got to think about that.
I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach, but
he gonna have this Houston team ready.
Yeah,
They
he is.
big.
He is.
They
It's just-
big. They grimy.
They grimy. Yeah.
They dogs.
They
and
are.
I'm going with Houston. Duke
Yeah,
has
bro.
no chance against
Nothing.
A
Houston.
lot of those kids play against each other. They're all being recruited from the same high school systems.
Yeah.
Houston and Texas A&M I'm talking about last week.
They got the
a
perfect
lot of
coach
those
for this
kids. A
squad.
lot of those kids know
They
each
do.
other. A lot of those kids played in the same high school teams that were playing against each other.
you were talking about
in,
Houston.
in that tournament
Oh, I
game.
thought you were talking about
I
Duke.
think
No.
Houston pulls it out.
No.
And I think they're just too
you're
tough right now. I like Houston.
And that's why I like Houston because
Yeah.
the combination of their coach and their team.
Yeah.
I just think that Duke gets out coached in this game.
And just how big they are. They're a big team, and they got dope guards, too.
They do.
Like you were saying, the guard play for Purdue,
Yeah.
sketchy. Houston,
Yeah,
they
guard
don't
play.
really have weaknesses in Houston right now.
Duke can score. Those guys can score.
Duke can score.
No, they
Those-
can.
but-
They can. But that guard play for
Yeah.
Houston is
Yeah.
different.
And they're a big team, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they
that's
are.
a big team.
They dogs, man.
I love it.
I love it though. I love it.
I think they're going to
to
take it to Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Is that it? We got one more
No,
game.
we got one more. And my dark horse, we got number 3, Creighton, and my dark horse, number 2, Tennessee, going up
Tennessee.
against Creighton.
Tennessee,
I got Tennessee going to the Final Four, man. Like I called it all season. I love the way that this Tennessee team is playing as a team, as a whole, and they are just inside and out, just a great team. So
Do they call them the men Vols? Balls?
The men.
The men
Vols.
Vols?
Mendevals.
The men Vols? I'll go with man. I'm gonna go with Tennessee on that one. Creighton's good though. They've been,
This is a hard one for me.
Yeah.
Frank, who you got?
I got Tennessee. I love the Dalton Connecticut.
Yeah.
I think that they'll pull
So
it out.
doesn't
Who's your
Right.
Final Four team, Frank? Or Final Four on your bracket?
I think I've got Connecticut, Houston. I've got to look. I've got Houston, Connecticut.
Are they all still alive?
I already lost. No, I lost one.
Oh,
I think I lost. I think I had Kentucky in my weird.
Yikes.
See, I don't
region.
get mad when like teams lose that I picked, but when my Final Four teams start losing, then I'm like,
No, my other 3 are still alive, but I lost Kentucky.
See, I got all 4
No.
because I had, like I said, I have 3 number ones and I got Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Tennessee too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go with Tennessee. But shout out to Mike Miller's son that played for Creighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going with Tennessee.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird, bro? We're getting old
He ain't-
because we're seeing everyone's sons
Yeah,
like
really.
either entering the league or they're all playing for colleges. It's wild. Even Steve Smith's son got in for Michigan State. He doesn't really play a lot, but they blew out in the first game, and he went in and knocked down a 3. Looked just like his pops, hitting those long threes. But yeah, man, I'm like, dang, like where did the time go? We were just watching these people playing the NBA.
Just hearing across the news,
Yeah.
just had a new baby.
Now their sperms are running around the
Who's your
NCAA
national
tournament.
champ? Who did you pick to win the tournament?
I didn't. This is the first year I didn't do a bracket.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my first year not doing it because I didn't really start watching until the tournament.
He
Well,
picked-
no, I
he
watched the
picked
conference
Draymond.
stuff. Yeah, I picked Draymond.
It's tragic.
But yeah, I started watching the conference tournaments.
Yeah.
But I didn't really watch the regular season except for Purdue and Indiana. But yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I don't watch the regular season a lot, and I still do a bracket because I jump in at the conference, tournaments.
Oh, okay.
And I'll watch a little bit. Like I got, some of the games on TV. I at least watch
Right.
the sports news to see who's doing good and stuff like that. But I don't really tap in and
Right.
really get into who these teams are until the
Well, I
conference
was
tournaments.
following Purdue because they was number one.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
that time,
Right.
they were number one.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I went to Indiana. So
Yeah.
All right, so that is it with the Sweet 16. Let us know who you guys got in the comments. And speaking of Sweet 16 and college March Madness basketball, Caitlin Clark is just blowing up. Like this girl is blowing up the last couple years. And we are now getting a offer from the Big 3 League, Ice Cube, with a $5 million. Ice Cube says we're not going to let the offer out, but since it already slipped, yeah, we did offer, but we're not going to say the amount. But it slipped and it was $5 million to play in the Big Three. I know the Big Three doesn't make that much money.
I was just going to ask that.
I don't know where the money's coming from.
What is the revenue for the Big Three? I don't know what they make.
Are they paying her on IOUs? Like, how's this going to work?
I think it's cap.
Yeah, I don't think
it's clickbait to me.
Yeah,
just nice little publicity for the Big Three for Ice Cube there, but he's definitely not doing that. That's for sure.
Yeah,
he's not doing it because of the $5 million or because it's a female going in there.
He's not doing that
for the $5 million or for the female.
Both.
Okay. Now, how do you think she would fare if she did go? She's playing against obviously older NBA players.
They would.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Cube can do it out of pocket now.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not trying to do it out of pocket. He's not trying to do it out of pocket.
I know he's
but when
not,
you
but
get it
I'm
on the
saying,
back end with ticket sales,
yeah. I mean, you might. I mean, female
Possibly
playing against NBA players.
We know the women aren't going to show up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if she go over there down in the Big Three and play, she will get manhandled.
Oh yeah,
period.
Literally.
But that's what I said earlier. It'd be more that they're going to offer more college females is going to turn into an intramural type situation.
Nah,
that's the only thing I can see it working.
Yeah.
She could make the snacks and stuff like that. Bring the oranges.
Hey, I plead the fifth.
Joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
He wants to give her $5 million to be the snack
take
mom.
my face off the video.
Please do. Take mine off.
I'm not trying to get canceled.
Bring orange slices.
Very excited.
Come on.
Trey said it, boy. You're a cold game. Cold piece right there.
We would watch it though, right? Wouldn't that?
I don't even watch it now. Bro.
No.
I didn't know the Big Three was on television.
And Q, my favorite rapper, I don't even watch it now. Really.
No.
If Caitlin Clark played a game in the Big Three, you would not push play.
No, go put J.R. Smith on her and watch her suffer.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't watch that
No.
to see that happen.
No.
Dre.
No.
Dre.
No.
You wouldn't watch the Big Three for that.
Boy,
I'm not saying the whole season. I'm saying one game.
You have a better chance of me going into my Netflix watching Joanna Man again.
It's not on Netflix anymore. They just took it out.
Yeah, they did take it off.
Yeah.
Life update.
Yikes.
Tragic. It ended in March 22nd.
You didn't like Joanna Man?
I love Joanna Man.
Oh, so
he loves Joanna Man.
Little announcement. I talked to Miguel Nunez. He's trying to shoot Joanna Man too.
Interesting.
Well, you can get a lot more people in it this time because there's a lot more that have transitioned.
Oh yeah.
Do you think you get Caitlin Clark and Joanna
I'm
Man
sure
too?
she'll do it.
She probably could.
How about Caitlyn Jenner?
Wow.
I think
Caitlin
that
Clark
Take
Jenner?
my face off.
I just really think
Let's
that
transition to something different.
all of the
Transition to a new
of the Caitlin Clark publicity is a bit much.
It is. Let me ask
I
you.
mean, she's a good basketball player. And,
She's really good.
You know.
Yeah.
She is,
But there are other Juju, and I mean,
that's the question I want to ask. Who you think better, Juju or Caitlin?
I think
We'll
Juju
see.
is.
We'll see.
I think Juju.
We'll
is.
see. I think Juju will.
Juju need to pass more
Eventually,
though.
I think Juju.
Well, you know, Juju got that.
Kobe mentality.
No, I say Gigi. More of a Gigi mentality.
Yeah.
Because she does remind me of Gigi when she plays. When I used to watch Gigi play, she does remind me. Like, she has the Kobe mantra, the moves and all that. But it looks like Gigi's out there.
I mean, if Juju stays in college as long as Caitlyn did, all those records that Caitlyn has,
it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And she's put USC
probably.
back on the map too in women's college basketball, which is great to see.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. They're both really good though. I mean, I think this is great for the future of the WNBA though, because it's already they're already doing really well. But then when you have Caitlin Clark going there, you can have Juju there in a few years. Don't forget Paige Beckers from UConn.
Yeah.
She's really good. She was hurt last year.
Yeah.
I just
But
think
she's a really good player. Overall,
Yeah.
I think I feel like she's better than Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark
Well,
just shoots the lights out.
She was. And even like she emerged after Paige got hurt.
Yeah.
After she got hurt. So she emerged out of nowhere.
Caitlin Clark to me is the Tim Tebow of college basketball. I think when she goes into the pros, it's not going to be the Caitlin Clark in college. It's going to be a different Caitlin Clark.
That's interesting.
And I believe she is the Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow in college. I don't care what you said, how you ever feel about Tim Tebow. He was the man.
He's a dog in college.
He was a dog.
Yeah,
but when he went to the
college.
NFL, it didn't translate. And I think that's what's going to happen with Caitlin Clark. She is the Tim Tebow.
Don't think
He took a knee before Kaepernick.
He sure did. But it was a white knee. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I should have called it White Jack. Sorry.
I mean,
Think about it. That's not a bad comparison if you think about it.
No, that part. But I think she's gonna, because the way they're gonna set it up, because they're gonna need to generate that money, and they're not gonna let her come to the WNBA and not be.
But in the WNBA, they shoot in the WNBA. Yeah. It's not like
she's not even gonna be better than Sabrina when she get over in the WNBA. Let's be honest.
Sabrina's dope though.
She's better than half of the shooters that are in the WNBA right now.
Yeah, but see,
she's better than half of them.
Yeah, but that's
I think
the thing.
She's gonna be really good in the WNBA.
She'll be solid.
The WNBA is trying to make it where the value and the money marketable and all of that. So she's going to be somebody in the WNBA.
Tim Tebow.
It's hard to generate revenue
because Tim Tebow, but 3 years and he was gone.
It's a different scale for women's pro sports, though.
Yeah,
you're talking about the was it NWSL, the Women's Soccer League.
Yeah,
Mahomes and his wife, they own a team in Kansas City.
Yeah, they're about to build a all women's soccer arena. No, in New York.
They're building New York.
Yeah.
They built this stadium. I was there last year. I saw it. It's ridiculous.
Huh.
They have created a huge buzz and focus. The game was sold out. The opening game was sold out. They said that every game at home is almost a sellout.
Wow.
Yeah, I can believe it.
So they've created a buzz about that. I'm excited for the way that women's sports is, the trajectory that they're having. It's awesome to see. Mm-hmm. But we're talking
we
about,
just need more women to support the sport that they get so,
Yeah, support your
people.
Support your peeps.
Yeah, it's hard for them to do that though.
But it's definitely
they can talk about
going in the right
it,
direction.
How? When you have the whole alphabet behind you.
Only reason I say it's hard,
ABCD.
a lot of women that's actually feminine women don't watch basketball like that.
But they talk about equality and equal
they
pay
do,
and stuff like that. So
but they don't support. The only reason you really see the feminine women at men's basketball games because they're there with somebody or they're trying to catch a check.
So what's a feminine woman?
A woman that's a woman that really goes.
Can you give us an example?
Like who?
Like
candy. That's like arm candy.
Can you name somebody like
so
Angela
Caitlyn
Bassett?
Jenner's not arm candy?
I don't know who's Caitlyn Jenner. Who's that?
The guy that used to be an Olympian? The guy that used to be an Olympian.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, what's a feminine woman? Is it like what does it look like? Angela Bassett or Candace Parker?
Explain.
It looks like
because Candace used to be a feminine woman.
No, she did.
Get into that mic. You kind of faded away.
No, I mean it's just a woman that's a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Your gum a little faster.
Like who?
No, it's a woman that's a woman.
Like
I can't put no name on it. It's just a woman that's a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got women that likes pottery, that likes flower picking. You got
pottery. Yeah. So kind of like Ghost. Like
so
Demi Moore.
You can put Demi Moore in that.
Okay,
type.
so Demi Moore.
But she's not there to go and talk basketball. She's not there to go watch the game.
She's there to be what?
Eye candy.
Okay.
You got a lot of eye candy. You got people that's going to pick up basketball players. Those type of women are not going to WNBA games to see women play basketball.
Eye candy. Is that the same candy that Cameo was talking about?
No,
or is that a different type of candy?
No, that's because the candy that Cameo was talking about was a no Diddy type situation. To the ladies though, not to the men. To the ladies.
Interesting.
Wow. So in the movie Ghost, who was feminine in Ghost? In the movie,
Demi Moore.
Whoopi.
What about Whoopi?
No, Whoopi. She was the friend. Everybody knew Whoopi.
The pants wearer.
Everybody knew Whoopi wasn't feminine when she did her first stand up.
I mean, she had lipstick on. What's wrong with that?
Nah, everybody knew that.
She had lipstick on.
Everybody knew that. Whoopi liked women.
Oh no,
I didn't know that.
Everybody.
I mean, maybe in color
Wait,
purple.
let me ask you a question. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Oh, well, you older than me. You should know that.
I didn't know she liked women.
Yeah, bro.
What's your favorite Whoopi Goldberg movie?
Color Purple,
No,
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Burglar, bro.
Burglar is my favorite
good.
one.
Ghost is good.
Sister Act.
Sister Act.
Lauryn Hill.
Different. That's different though.
Why?
Sister Act is like up here.
La la la.
Like it has its own. It has its
own tier.
Yeah,
its own tier.
Like when they talk about people there.
That was good, dude. You said I thought that was Lauryn Hill coming through my headphones.
It was actually me.
But you know what's crazy about that? The Lauryn Hill situation. She wasn't even the best singer on there. It was Tanya Blunt. She was singing.
Oh yeah,
Tanya Blunt.
Lauryn made more money.
Well, I mean, that's the.
Lauryn was a better artist.
The dude from City High is writing a lot of music for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the
He's
boy
cleaning
singer.
up. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm just still trying to figure out what is feminine.
So what I'm saying is
Shannon Sharp.
Let me ask you. Celebrity boxing coming soon. Only reason I'm saying it is like those type of women would not go to a WNBA
What
game
type?
to see women play.
What type?
Feminine women.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I have some feminine friends that go to WNBA games.
Do they go to watch the game, or do they go because you're going?
No, they love the sport.
I haven't seen too many of those.
It's a handful, but they're into sports.
We got a friend that's she has league pass for the WNBA stuff.
Natalie.
Yeah, we're watching games at Tacos and Beer.
Time out. WNBA got a league pass?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
It costs $25 for the year.
Never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
WNBA has a league
Dre,
pass.
you always talk about League Pass. You're a proponent of League Pass. You don't have it for WNBA?
No.
I never
Bro.
knew that.
Actually,
I never knew that.
I didn't know that it was a thing until she showed me on her tablet. She was watching a game.
I'm
she was
just
watching
afraid.
the Indiana Fever.
I'm
or something.
afraid. This is what I'm afraid of.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid to take my feminine woman to a WNBA game, and
She gets stole from you
she
by
gets
a WNBA
stole
chick?
by somebody like Asia Wilson or somebody. You know.
I mean, it might happen.
I
if
thought
she
Asia's feminine.
sways that way.
Is she?
I think.
Asia what?
Asia Wilson, is she feminine? Like coming to the bed with negligee and some Converse
I mean, I
on?
can see
We know Kelsey Plum is because her
I can see
husband
her-
Darren
I can
Plum
see her doing
plays
it.
football.
I mean, but you got some feminine type women. So you got
So
women that
Skylar-
dress
Like-
like
like-
guys.
I'm
You
still
got
trying to
women
get
that
like
dress
what's a feminine
So
woman,
like
what's a
Skylar
non-feminine woman.
Diggins.
Yeah.
So she come to the room with her
but she
negligee
plays
on, and then
basketball.
she got Patrick Ewing's on. I
Right.
mean, does that?
I mean, I don't know if she got Patrick Ewing's on, but you got women that's into other stuff that's not sport. You got, so to me, a feminine woman is a woman that's not into sports. I just put it that way.
I can't believe you're still going on. with this
Hey, look, I'm gonna
topic.
go as long as y'all go.
Oh man! All right, we're gonna get to the last topic. Major League Opening Day. We got 30 seconds to talk about
Let's
this,
go.
and then we will be back in September to talk more about Major League Baseball. I have the Dodgers and Yankees in the World Series because I want to see
Go
it.
Yankees!
And Dodgers are gonna win 4-2.
Stop it!
So I'm giving my predictions right now. Opening day.
Wow.
Out of the rest of the 300 game season that they have, I am going for the Dodgers versus the Yankees in the World Series. We've been wanting to see this for a very long time. I think baseball needs this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be great for baseball to get New York and LA in the World Series finally. I think it's going to happen, Dre, and I really like
Me
these
too.
teams. You got Juan Soto there now. We got Shohei. You know, whatever happens with him, like, you know, his interpreter might end up missing. But
Missing.
They need to Pete Rose him ASAP.
no, come on, man.
Did you hear what Pete Rose said? Stop.
What'd he say?
What do you say?
Pete Rose said he wish he would have had an interpreter. he would have never got kicked out of the league.
Wow.
That's funny. That's funny. Nah, that's funny.
That's great.
So yeah.
All right,
Big ups to
who you got in the World Series?
No, yeah, I got Yankees.
And who?
Yankees and yeah, I would love to see the Dodgers. I would love to absolutely see that.
That would be the most trash talk ever in baseball, I think, which would be good.
Yeah.
Like the fan bases would go crazy on each
Seriously.
other, and it would be amazing.
I mean, you're gonna get people coming to the games with their Tupac shirts on, and New York coming with the Biggie stuff on. I mean, they're gonna have the whole East-West thing popping again. So
sure.
I love it.
Michael Smith in the comments said, "Baseball, is that sport still relevant?" It
Yeah.
is. Come back in September,
Go
and
Yankees.
we'll make it relevant. Because we're not talking about it again until September, unless
Unless something happens.
Shohei, gets banned for 5 years.
Oof.
But he'll just go play in, Japan or Korea or wherever.
That's tragic.
But Frank, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Dodgers.
Now, are you a baseball watcher in the regular season?
I'm
Do
more
you
of a,
follow,
I
or do
watch
you just?
postseason. As soon as the postseason starts, I watch everything.
Okay.
The regular season.
I'm the
is-
same way, like,
is too
postseason's
long.
great.
Postseason's too long.
Yeah, I do postseason all day.
I watch games, but I mean not that regularly.
Yeah.
I've got Dodgers, and I'm gonna go Orioles.
Interesting.
Ooh.
And I've got
Are they supposed to be good this year?
yeah,
Yes, they're very
they're
good.
gonna be solid.
See, I don't know much about.
Yeah. And I've got the Orioles
Anybody
winning
but
the
my
World
team.
Series.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I got
who
Orioles
do they
win.
have there? Who's
Couldn't name
Cal Ripken.
no,
Billy
and the
Ripken.
crazy part about the Oilers is that their farm league is better. They got people that's playing AAA right now that's about to come up that's gonna make them even better.
wow?
Yeah,
So you got Baltimore winning. Okay, Chris, who do you got?
Interesting.
I got the Cubs and the Orioles.
Okay,
The Cubs.
Most
but
definitely.
he's a Chicago fan.
Most definitely. Without a doubt.
He's
Without
going
a
with
doubt.
his heart.
And we got Cody Bellinger now.
Yeah, you had him last year.
Yeah, we did, but he wasn't that last year.
Oh,
he had to get,
so this year it's gonna be.
He had to get acclimated to the cold weather and
Yeah.
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now he's ready.
I don't think he's acclimated yet.
Greg
He's
Maddox is
acclimated.
not walking through that door.
No, we got Sammy Sosa walking through the door.
Which one, white or black?
The white one, of course.
Or the Hispanic one. I mean,
the Elvis Presley.
Yikes.
Oh man,
He said the Cubs.
Most definitely. No doubt.
What?
you got to follow your heart. You got to go
Most
with the team.
definitely.
All right.
The only thing I don't like about baseball, like Frank said, it's so long, and
love
halfway
it.
through the season, we already know what team. Like so many teams have no chance to make the playoffs halfway through the season. They're already mathematically out of it, and so it's just a little hard to watch when so many teams are already out. But I mean, I do like watching at the end of the season when like who's getting into the wild card, who's doing that, and then when the playoffs hit, I'll have the games on and definitely watch those. So it's definitely
That's pretty
fun to
much
watch.
when I watch
But
it.
I really, when Dodgers lost last year in the first round, I quit. I was over it.
Y'all still got Roberts as your coach?
I don't know how.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Some coaches just don't get fired.
He's not going to.
Yikes.
I think he got an extension. I don't know. They extend him every year.
They did extend him.
Well,
I think he's extended through 2065.
interesting. Yeah, the Giants are my West Coast team. I like the Giants. I love the Giants, actually. But they're never going to win again until they do right by Barry Bonds. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame, and that's a travesty.
All right, we're gonna get into some to close it out. What is going on here?
Oh, Lord.
He bites his arm.
Come on,
This is
bro.
in the UFC. This is this guy's first UFC fight. First fight ever in the UFC.
He's biting his arm. Look at
The
him.
dude's like, yo, he bit my arm. And they couldn't really tell on the replay.
It's a DQ.
He's going with a
He DQ.
So they're a little upset. Like didn't know why they instead of
You
a
only
warning.
make contact
Who's his
when
trainer,
you
Tyson?
put a rear naked choke in someone's mouth and it gets on.
Yeah, you're right. He did bury
I've never
his face
been behind somebody trying to go for a single
And
leg
wait till we see
accidentally
the
just
actual
scraped him
mark.
with my
It's
teeth.
I
tragic.
remember,
Oh,
man.
Yikes! Oh, okay, yeah,
my
come on.
God.
See that?
Okay.
Never
See
mind.
that? Okay.
Did he get flesh?
So he immediately got kicked out of the UFC 20 minutes later.
Yeah, he was done.
He was done. That was his first UFC fight. And he just bit the guy. Like, what would you do if, first of all, if you're in a street fight and someone bites you like that, what are you going to do? But can you believe he did that? Like, we haven't seen a bite since Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear twice.
Was he headbutting before he bit him?
Nah, bro. You just, I don't know what was going on, but he got bit.
That's why Tyson bit Holyfield, because he kept headbutting him.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Brendan said in the chat, he got immediately, like, this is the same night after the fight. He has a tattoo artist, like,
Tattoo the bite mark?
the bite marks.
He tattooed over it, yeah.
Yeah.
I got all girls texting me like, what is going on? Like, feminine girls don't like sports? Cut it out. You guys are sexist.
No, wait, listen. The views of V. Chris do not reflect the views of everybody
Y'all wanted to go there.
on Unnamed Sports Show,
I don't
Gorilla
know.
Cross
Hey, look,
Sports.
I haven't seen one yet.
At him,
And I've dated all types of women in my 47 years of life.
And none of them liked
they only went to the game
sports.
because I went.
Really?
They never say, "Are we going to the game today?"
Maybe you should start dating the other women that will actually enjoy the games with you.
Nah, I just go by myself.
Come on, you guys could do a podcast together. You got the same voice.
I'm good. I'm
Same
good.
voice.
I'm good, bro. I don't diddy like that.
Tamika Bolton is a feminine woman, and she's in the comments right now saying, "I'm one," and she likes sports.
Actually,
What
how many
sports?
sporting
What sports?
games she went to?
Tamika, how many sporting events have you been to?
How many sporting events have you actually went to?
And not even sporting a bit. What sport?
I think it's football. She's a Steelers fan.
I mean, now that's one thing I do. It's a lot of in football. No, I retract that statement.
Okay.
In football,
Okay.
it's a lot of feminine type women that love football.
They
Feminine
love
type?
hockey.
Feminine type
They
or
love
feminine?
the
Feminine.
Vegas Golden Knights. They
That
love
love-
the Vegas Golden Knights.
I'm not a hockey guy, so I can't.
They love
I kind of.
there's
Women love boxing and UFC.
Women love boxing and UFC.
Women love violence.
But we were talking about basketball.
No, we were talking about sports. We said sports.
Well, we were talking about basketball.
We're talking about the WNBA.
There's a lot of nice feminine women that go to soccer games too, though, bro.
Oh yeah, no, soccer is different though.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
So you're just only talking basketball.
Oh, okay. The narrative changed
Unless
when he got.
They have changed. You know, you got some fine ones like what's her name, Taylor. I forgot her last name, but she got kicked off of ESPN.
I don't even know.
Yeah, she was a commentator. But I mean, you got more women that's transforming onto the
transforming
over to the announcing side. You didn't have a lot of female reporters back in the day.
Oh, that yeah.
No.
You didn't
Like
have that
Malika
back in the day.
Andrews and
Yeah, you
I
didn't
thought
have
you
that
were talking
back
about
in the day.
transforming. I don't know.
Here
I don't know where you're going with
y'all
it, bro.
going with the Diddy stuff. Come on, man.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
I want to meet a guy.
You know what? I can't.
See? But yeah, no, ladies, don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
Jermaine Jackson.
Yes.
Football and Olympic Games I watched, track and field. So
Track and field, yeah, most definitely.
She said Olympic Games though. Come on, you got to do a little better than saying a sport that is every 4 years.
Well, I went to school on track scholarship, so it's a little different.
I ran track too, but what I'm saying is, like I said, I was asked to which sport.
Yeah. So I mean, you may
we
be right.
we were talking
every 4 years.
and we were talking about basketball, and that's what I was really talking about.
Honestly, when I go to the summer league here every year, there are beautiful feminine women that come to the games, but they're coming to be chose.
Exactly. That's you said. What I just said.
They're coming to be chose.
She said gymnastics. She's adding on now. But that's Olympic sport. You're not
I'm
really
gonna
watching.
add feminine women to every woman I talk to for probably the next week.
You might have to, man, because
You are a nice feminine woman.
I'm just trying to figure out what the definition is.
Before you do that, be careful with that, bro.
Wait, you guys
don't want to be
each other up on that?
no. Yeah,
I'm just trying
because
to figure out what the definition is.
you don't want to be genderless.
I think all women are feminine. I was just trying to get the definition of feminine woman from.
You got a lot of people out here that
V. Christopher Lane. Follow him at the Las Vegas, the LV Stars.
Don't do that. Don't.
I mean,
do that
your name's on the screen.
Nah, don't do that.
Your name's
one
on the screen, bro.
Don't do that one at all, bro.
At the LV
not
Stars.
that one. Not that one. But
that's the one you told me to put up.
Nah, not that one, bro.
Which one do you want me to put up?
Hey, it cost me $20. No, don't do that.
I'm just trying to figure out what is the definition of feminine.
See, that's the problem we have in today as well. We shouldn't even have that discussion.
That is just very true.
This is starting to sound like the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
But we got a comment saying we could be a boy band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
If
can.
you guys have song requests in the chat, let us know. We'll sing it on the spot. Like we're not.
Why
ashamed.
I got to be a boy?
Yeah, why we got to
Why I can't be a man band? Man band.
man band? Then that sounds like a man.
There's a
band.
lot of people that said, "Why can't I be a boy?" and they end up
We gonna get canceled, y'all.
transforming.
Who is we?
Everybody that's on that video.
He said everybody saw that
They
video.
they're gonna send Axel Foley to fix the alphabet crimes, huh?
Have y'all seen the trailer for Bad Boys 4?
Good subject change.
Yeah.
Because you sweated a little bit. That was a good subject.
Yeah.
I'm not really that interested. I like the last one.
This one looks like it's gonna be better. The subject is that the former lieutenant, they framed him for working with the cartel.
So this one might slap.
This one might slap. And they got the one that was the son that's supposed to be helping him out on this one.
I'm done.
I like the last one a lot.
This one
I did
might
like the last
slap.
one a lot. He didn't get it. He didn't get
No, I
it.
know. I heard it. Hey, look,
Might
I just
slap.
kept going and didn't even listen to it. Yeah.
That's tragic.
And then
Was that a feminine slap or like a manly slap?
hey man, well, I'm not gender.
Okay, and
judging
let me
now.
ask you this: is Jada Pinkett feminine or is she masculine?
I don't even talk about her. She's not even in my vocabulary at all.
Are you mad or I'm just
No,
no?
not at
Frank, who was your favorite man band back in the day? NSYNC, Degree 86. What are they
Degree
called?
86.
98
Degree 86.
Oh, no.
all. That
I'm
sound
done.
like that sound like the
Degree
Yoda.
86 is by far my favorite. They sound the most interesting. I liked
Backstreet Boys.
I liked Menudo. Did you guys like Menudo?
Menudo on ABC.
I like the soup.
Yeah, remember Menudo?
Yeah.
You know why Menudo was created, right?
Yeah, they wanted to replace the Jackson 5.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was not going to happen.
Really?
And that is my number one. If you just want to talk about man band or boy band at that time, it was the Jackson 5. And then it graduated onto New Edition, and then BBD, and then Jodeci.
Only reason I picked New Edition because everybody in the group, you can pick something out of everybody in the group. You can do New Edition, you can do Bobby, you can do Ralph, you can do Johnny, you can do BBD, you can do what do they call it? Head of State with Bobby, Johnny, and Ralph. You can do all of that.
And Arizona's tied it up, by the way.
And you can do Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike too. So that was my
over the Jackson 5 though.
Yes, most definitely.
Michael Jackson.
You gotta remember Michael
Coach
Jackson and the Jackson 5 are two different entities.
Yeah. Coach Shay Jones said Bad Boys 4 will put Will Smith back
It will.
in the game.
It will.
All right.
That's how good it looks. If you see the trailer, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Tamika Bolton, New Kids, and New Edition, Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. Forget about Boys to Men.
And they still have residency out here, I believe, at the Mirage.
Yeah, New Edition will be back in July. Jodeci will be back in July. Wu-Tang will be back in June.
Did you guys go to Wu-Tang?
Yes.
Did you have the hookup? Because
I always got the hookup.
I need the hookup next time they come.
Yeah, they'll be back here in June, bro.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me to pay. I get so many hookups, it's hard for me to pay for concerts.
I'm the same way, but like if people I want to see, even if I get the hookup and the tickets
I almost paid
lower,
for Wu-Tang. It's just I looked at my bank account said, no,
the
you're not.
Wu-Tang tickets was only $69.
The ones it was like 90 when I was looking.
Oh, they must have tried to get you. You must got it off of another website. It was only $69.
That's still a lot, though. I mean,
Was it
I
on
love
a feminine
Wu-Tang,
website that you were trying to?
Yeah, it probably was. They were trying to get their.
I don't know because I still haven't got a clear definition of what that is. I don't even know. Like,
I'm trying to figure it out too.
Hey man, we shouldn't have to talk about it. A woman is a woman, and a man is a man.
But we're talking about Bad Boys 4 now.
Yeah, we are.
Right.
And then
all right, favorite Will Smith movie?
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. That's a good one.
Wild Wild West.
I like Enemy of the State a lot. I've probably seen that the most.
What movie was he in when he played the fish cartoon?
Oh, you going with cartoons?
Yeah.
What's that? Nemo.
No,
it's the other one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I saw that.
So
kids.
you guys think all fish look alike? Huh?
I got kids, man. I had to watch that movie.
I'll go
so
I Am
times.
Legend.
Really?
I like I Am Legend a lot.
They coming out with I Am
I like
Legend too.
You and me,
like
Shay. You and me. I Am
I Am
They got
Legend's
I Am
supposed to be
Legend, too.
with Michael B. Jordan though, and Will Smith's still gonna be.
Yeah, he's still a part of it. So I gotta go with
Shark Tale.
Michael Smith
Shark
in the
Tale,
chat
sorry,
said
Mom.
Bad Boys. Why not Bad Men? Because he was the same one that said boy band.
There you go.
So wouldn't it correlate the same way?
Nice.
Should be instead of Bad Boys, it's Bad Men.
it could be, but Bad Boys they had to run off the song so they can.
Brendan says Ali.
Ali.
You know what?
That's it.
I forgot
That's
about
it.
that.
That's it. Ali.
I didn't like Ali that much. I like Jamie Foxx's character a lot more than Will Smith. It was cool, but I don't know.
I liked Ali because that was my first time seeing Will and Jamie work together.
Yeah.
And Wild Wild West was probably the worst one. That was a bad movie. If it wasn't for Salma Hayek, it wasn't worth watching at all.
Ooh. Now she's a feminine woman, right?
Heck yes.
Okay, so yeah. That's
Michael said,
But
I
I mean-
agree with Frank. I Am Legend. Brendan said Ali. Tamika said Bad Boys 2. And Pursuit of Happiness. Race on
that's a good one.
Pursuit of Happiness. I forgot about that one.
That's
That
a
was a
good
good one.
But you can't watch that too much.
Why
You're
not?
not trying to cry.
It's inspirational.
Did you ever not cry watching that movie? Though?
No, I never cried. It was more
You
inspirational.
didn't cry? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah. So you didn't pull a Steph.
So that's how
Nah,
that's how masculine you
Hey,
are.
look, light skin.
I got you.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
He's masculine.
Well, he's just saying dark skinned people are more masculine.
Yeah, we
Then
don't-
light skin?
Yeah,
So are light skin more?
they cry. They cry.
Somebody trying to
Wow.
get canceled.
They cry. They do cry. I mean, I ain't worried about guys trying to cancel me. It's the women. They're the ones you got to worry about.
They don't watch anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
So we
watch. They're
good.
not even watching. But Tamika's the only woman watching
So
right
we
now.
good.
So we're fine.
They're watching because we're fine, right?
Hey.
I need you to put the camera on me, though.
So me,
I need you to zoom in on me, though, not everybody.
Trying to be chosen.
so me and Chris have a bet. I can't remember what the bet was. Oh, Draymond's not going to be in Golden State
Steak
next year.
After this year.
Did you double up the bet with Dre?
After this year.
Did you double up the bet with Dre?
We can do that. He gonna be there after this year, bro. Not probably after next year, probably not. But after this year, he gonna be there.
no.
He gonna be there after this year.
Why would he be there after this year and not after next year?
Because
I mean, I know his contract. He got extended not too long
exactly.
ago.
So he'll be there after this year.
That would be the
Probably
only
not
reason
after-
because they can't trade him.
Hey, look, man, I have hidden clauses in my bets.
That's very true.
I feel you. But no, listen. But I don't think he's going to be there, especially if they miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to stay
gonna
there.
see.
I mean, I don't know who.
I mean, if
I might walk out.
if he do it,
I might have to go to the bathroom when the bill comes.
Yeah. I'll go just to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Frank,
I
you
ain't
want to go?
tripping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
let's
make
do it.
Make a bet real quick. Anything else you want to talk about? We got one more minute before we have to bounce.
I can't wait for this, this college basketball to get to the Final Four, man. I think it's going to be some of the best
Dang, CeeLo
collegiate
Green.
ball.
He's doing
What?
He's doing Atlanta Hawk halftime. That's usually for the chick that stands on the ladder and flips
I mean,
the
you know,
photos
it's
on.
CeeLo. He all Atlanta. Come
in
on.
Atlanta, everybody in Atlanta. The best
mean,
one
come
I
on,
seen was the Luda at the Hawks halftime when he was
Luda's
hanging.
so overrated.
You don't like Luda?
CeeLo, I mean,
What? Come on, don't do my guy.
I ain't nobody got time for all that animated rap. I'm tired of it.
all
I
right,
can't agree
top
with you
three
with
from
that
the South. Top three rappers from the South. Or groups.
Scarface.
Bingo.
Okay.
One.
Scarface.
Luda better not be in the top three.
Scarface.
Top three. You get
Scarface.
name three. Outcast. Number one for me.
I can't put them as individuals though. If you talking
No,
groups,
no, I said or
oh,
group.
just
I said or
period.
group,
Just
yeah.
period. Scarface.
Oh, my mom's watching the show, by the way, so
all right.
she likes sports.
Feminine.
So what do you think about my mom?
I've never seen her before. What she look like?
Feminine.
As long as she ain't wearing Patrick Ewing,
and
it
she
should be
watches
fine.
WNBA. She loves the
Good.
Aces.
That's good. I mean, I love the Aces too. Once I went to a game, I was hooked ever since, bro.
Yeah.
It took me a long
Yeah,
time.
but we were talking
once I
about
went-
feminine women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like
just
in the
Yeah.
game or not. Like in the
Yeah.
game. So shout out to my mom.
Shout out to moms. Scarface.
T.I., Jeezy.
Chris, is you ever going to want to come on the show again?
No, I love this, bro.
Okay, good.
I don't run. Hey, look, I don't run from pressure. Now I'm from Gary, Indiana, bro.
Hey, Gary. Listen,
I don't
man,
run from pressure.
a lot of people don't know what that means, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
I can't think of nobody that's in that literally. Okay,
South? Master P.
Silk the Shocker, C Murder.
I'm still mad. We went to it was an NBL game out here. Las Vegas had a team. Master P was playing on the other team, and Silk the Shocker rapped at halftime out here at the Thomas Mack. And he was like, "What's up, Reno?"
wow.
It was just like that Snickers commercial. And we were like, "Wait, bro, you're not in Reno. This is Las Vegas. How do you mix up Reno? I can understand being in Reno and saying what's up, Vegas,
Right.
but being in Vegas saying what's up, Reno, I never listened to Silk
Yeah,
after
so
that.
I can do Scarface, I can do Outkast, and I can do
Pimp C.
I can do
UGK?
Bun B. I can do Bun B for
yeah.
sure. I can do Bun
I'm
B
saying
for sure.
groups too, so I'm going with Outkast. The Outkast is definitely my number one.
Yeah.
Who you got,
Outkast is
Dre?
an Outkast,
Who you got?
Scarface.
Scarface definitely.
I like Jeezy. I think T.I. can be added in there, man. You know, he had a lot of, Pimp C and Bun B.
Yeah, UGK.
I mean,
was-
A-Ball,
UGK.
MJ. You
Yeah,
can put them-
A-Ball, MJG. You know, you got a whole bunch of them out there, man.
What about you, Frank?
I love Outkast.
Outkast.
So I mean, ATLiens was like favorite album back in the day. So like, I loved it.
Let's talk about that because we've
Yeah.
talked about it before on Let the Ball Bounce. My favorite album changes every time I listen to an album.
Seriously.
Like I'll listen to
Mine don't.
AT-Aliens.
Mine don't.
I'll listen to Aquemini. I'm like, yo, Aquemini is ridiculous. Aquemini, AT-Aliens, and Southern Playalistic, I can listen to all three of those straight through without
always,
skipping.
Always. I mean, but Southern Playalistic is always my favorite because how raw it was. That's the only reason
And
I
how
like
new
it.
and how,
Yeah, because when they started doing AT-Aliens and Aquemini,
But it sounded
that's when they
so
got
different.
polished. That's when,
AT-Aliens sounded so
that's
different,
That's when
though.
they got polished.
No
though.
one sounded like that.
And you got to remember on AT-Aliens, that's when they didn't get production from Dungeon Family on that album. You know what I'm saying? That was more of them doing the production on the
Yep.
album. So that's why it sound more polished and what. But that
They started to create their sound. and
Yeah,
everything
that
too.
Southern Playalistic though. When that boy dropped in '94,
Yeah.
I was just graduating. It was
Yeah.
going
Dude, I
away to
heard
college.
the single Players Ball before the album even dropped. So that
So-
was the first thing I ever heard. I'm like, what is this?
So what I heard, you remember they used to have the little snippet tapes. So
Yeah,
they had
Southern Playalistic Cadillac music?
it was but it was something before. No, it was Players Ball, and then on the other side they had snippets of the song that was on the album, and I just fell in love from there.
What's yours, Frank? Dre?
It really varies. AT Aliens or Equimini.
It does, because when I put those in, like I just don't know.
But I'm
everyone I'm playing
just
at the
gonna
time.
lean like 1A, 1B, 1A Equimini, 1B AT Aliens.
What's your favorite one, Frank?
No, AT Aliens.
Yeah. Oh, you said AT Aliens first.
Yeah.
It's Southern Playalistic for me.
All right.
I just love how raw it was.
Yeah,
What's your
it
favorite
was
Britney
raw.
Spears album?
The one she did with R. Kelly.
Yep.
You know what?
Whichever one was
Didn't
more
Again?
feminine.
Yeah.
Was it
that
Oopsie
one.
Did It Again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oopsie Diddy again.
Oopsie.
Oopsie Diddy Again.
Is she feminine?
I don't know. I don't even pay no attention.
She's lost now.
Only thing I'm saying is women, men. That's all I'm saying. We shouldn't have to have the discussion on what a feminine woman is and what a man.
We're closing out the show. I don't know why you brought it
I
up.
mean, it was brought up again. It was brought
Listen,
up
man,
again.
I appreciate you coming through, Chris, Frank, Dre. We will be back Monday. Melissa from Girl Chat Sports is going to be live in the studio with us.
that
So
right?
whoever
Okay.
else wants to come through.
Right.
And we'll have a full panel, talk about everything that happened in March Madness weekend, going into the Final Four. We'll give our Final Four picks and see how many of our Final Four teams moved on from this weekend. So we appreciate everyone for tuning in. Please share the video, the replay of the video. You can watch it anytime. Subscribe to our channel at Gorilla Cross Sports. Follow us at Unnamed Sports Show on all social media as well. And we are out. Any last words, fellas? Any shout outs?
Hey, stay safe out there, y'all.
Yeah, stay safe out there.
Tune in to Into the West Comics in 15 minutes. Go to the YouTube channel. Peace.
Happy opening day.